people in, and it was fair because it was whoever lived in the neighborhood. Now, hello there.
Hi.
Hi. So anyway, now
later, hydraulics were used to get up the gold that was high above the creek bed. Giant jets of water were sprayed, rocks, dirt, and gold were washed down into high ponds.
What is this?
Still later, huge dredges worked the creeks, hauling up gold that the early miners had missed. By 1865, Idaho City, or Bama, as it was originally called, had 36 grocery stores, 9 bakeries, 2 breweries, 5 pool halls, 23 law offices, and 41 saloons. Idaho City was notorious for being the best camp in the basin. There was always plenty of excitement. Any holiday was an excuse for a party, a picnic, or a parade. And in the winter, the fun never stopped. Idaho City's Wall Street was reserved for sliding and sledding. But then one chilly spring night, in May of 1865, with snow still covering the ground, this queen of the gold camps suffered its first baptism by fire.
Baptism.
A thin wisp of smoke rose above the town. Suddenly flames burst through the roof of the hurdy-gurdy dance hall on Montgomery Street. The fire, driven by a devious wind, raged in every direction. Women screamed and men rushed to operate the hook and idle. But it was all in vain. In 2 short hours, the most flourishing mining town west of the Rocky Mountains was gutted. Of the 300 business establishments, only a handful were saved. But it would take more than fire to defeat those early settlers. Within months, the people of Idaho City had rubbed the cinders out of their eyes and rebuilt their bustling community in grander style than before, with even more theaters, saloons, gambling houses, and hotels. Yet, even as the editors of the Idaho World were busy preparing to celebrate the 2nd anniversary of that first conflagration, a second fire hit, and again, the town was leveled. Only a handful of our present buildings survived that second fire. The Miners' Exchange, the museum, the Masonic Hall, and parts of the Mercantile. Few mining towns ever suffered so much from fire. Idaho City's Blue Hill Cemetery is a reminder of the violence that was once part of this community.
The violence.
Beneath 40 acres lies some of the state's richest heritage. It's said that of the first 200 men and women buried here, only 28 died of natural causes.
Jeez. And
as one walks past the aging wooden fences, the rusted wrought iron railings, and the weathered markers, one can almost relive those scenes of yesteryear. The hanging of Herman St. Clair, a miner who shot his partner in the back, and later almost escaped from the town's territorial penitentiary. The death of the Honorable Edward Holbrook, Idaho's 2nd territorial delegate to Congress, who was killed, something murdered, on Main Street. The remarkable J. Marion Moore, the man for whom Moore's Creek is named. He was also shot and killed over a mining dispute. Of the hard-working James A. Penny, postmaster and architect of the Masonic Hall and Museum. The man who would later go on to become the mayor of the city of Boise. Of the larger-than-life gun battle between gambler Ferd Patterson and Boise County's first sheriff, Sumner Pinkham. It was perhaps inevitable that these 2 giants would tangle. Patterson a Confederate, Pinkham Union through and through. Perhaps it was the events of the Civil War, or too much imbibing at the bar. In any event, Patterson shot Pinkham dead at the Warm Springs Plunge. Back then, it mattered more which side of the Civil War you were on than which side of the law you were on. And since many of the
So everything that we have basically is written down, and you bye-bye. Yeah, it's just been,
Hey, does Idaho World open up for looking, and or the
No.
Chinese building? That
not
Chinese...
unless it's a special event
Yeah.
day.
What about the Chinese building?
I do tours for that.
Oh,
I'm
tours.
on the,
You just don't open it up like the penitentiary.
the penitentiary will be open. I keep meaning to get over there.
Oh,
Do you
well,
want
I
to
mean,
go over with
no,
the-
no, I don't. I've seen it. I've been in there. You open it and just walk away.
Yeah.
I was just asking if it's similar, like. With
No,
the,
they're neat
you
to
have
see,
to-
but
you-
we have to have
You
somebody
have to
in there.
be in there.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
Watch because people, yeah.
Yeah,
okay.
there's a lot of, especially with the Chinese, there's tons of artifacts in there.
Are there any other
It's
buildings?
fascinating. I'm actually giving a tour
Are there-
a week from Sunday
Yeah.
and a week from
Are
Tuesday.
there any other buildings that you open up? Or
We're the
or-
only ones that are open
okay.
during the day.
So like you got the music, but I mean, when you give tours and stuff.
When I
you-
give
you do it
tours-
here. You do it at the Idaho World.
No,
right? Oh no,
I-
that just doesn't open. Okay.
No, they aren't
Okay,
open.
then you do it at the Chinese building. So here, in the Chinese building, you give tours.
And sometimes I let people into the historic village here, into some of the houses
Oh,
there.
you
Yeah.
can look in them, but you would also be able to open up extra doors or whatever. Okay.
Yeah.
Huh. Interesting.
So, did you want to
Yep.
see this film in here?
No, I saw it.
Okay,
Yeah, how long is it?
10 minutes.
Yeah, I think I saw the majority of it.
Okay, you've been in
It's
here
interesting.
before, haven't
I
you?
walked in for a couple minutes when your lights were out that day when the power.
Oh, I thought I recognized you.
That day when the power
Yeah,
was
the
out.
night at the museum.
Night at the museum.
Yeah, I had to kind of make it that. I kept
Oh.
telling people our mannequins might come to life.
Yeah.
Because when the electricity
all the-
goes off, it's usually off for
And
quite a
and the
while.
power will be off again. I don't know if you saw that. It's the 16th. Because the poles were damaged from the fire, so
Oh, yeah.
they're going to shut down the power to do the repairs.
Yeah, I hadn't heard that, but.
Yeah, it's at the visitor center in one of the grocery stores that they have
Yeah.
a sign.
No. We'll know when it is.
Yeah, you'll find that out. Yeah.
We just work around it. Did you know that this light comes on here? So one of the best places to find bottles, and you probably heard this before, especially being in some old country yourself, that was outhouses. So they would go in and drink their lunches and throw it down the toilet, and basically, the soft material in the toilet helped preserve it. So. Oh, cool. Oh, yeah, and you know what, it wasn't a good idea to be drinking on the job, because especially if you're working around a lot of heavy equipment, because you could lose limbs or, get crushed in things. Yeah, explosives, well, and we use cyanide up here too, they put cyanide in big iron buckets and vats, and they put cyanide to pull gold out. I think they used arsenic too. Somebody said arsenic, I'm not sure exactly what arsenic was doing, I have to kind of look that one up. But yeah, they would use, not only quicksilver, but, cyanide too, so. All of that probably found its way down into the earth. It's not like it's unnatural, because it came from you, but when you have it cooled in one spot, that's not a good thing. Yes, exactly. So were you wanting to see anything in particular?
No, I'm just walking around and recording.
Okay.
Well, actually, where's the mining stuff? 'Cause I don't see anything. For mining.
There's mining stuff down here.
Is it pretty? It's pretty much explained in the video.
Well, some of it, but we've got cans.
Do you know the location of your placers? Those big machines that dug ditches through the earth that you see up north, or up further up that hill. Where are those machines that did all that? Are they
Are you talking about from the gold rush?
Yeah, from the gold rush. You know those big machines that dug through the earth and caused all those ditches all over the.
Yeah, well, we didn't really have machines doing any of that. It would have all been manual horse.
All those
and
ditches were.
Yeah, all of our heavy equipment in those days was
They were
either
powered.
man run or.
They were powered by horses. But,
Yeah, they might be, but
they were big machines.
we
you know,
don't have one place.
have that big scoop. Oh, Sumter, Oregon has one. Just
Yeah,
kinda,
maybe they do. We've got a
but,
lot of equipment all over town.
There wouldn't be any in like Placerville or no big machines.
I haven't seen that.
From that.
Like I say, we had
Huh.
nothing mechanized until we got into the 1900s. I mean,
Oh, well,
even our hydraulics were.
Where's the 1900s? Oh, probably out back here.
Well, there's stuff back here.
Yeah.
Look, when you go out, look at the back of our museum. We've got.
Oh, I saw that. Yeah, okay. There's.
You know,
yeah.
we've got a rocker. We've got some flumes. I mean, not flumes, but billows.
Billows.
That actually work.
Okay.
And, so there's a lot of equipment right back in there.
All right.
Oh, yes. I actually saw it and was walking towards it. You know what? It's easy to happen in here because, you know, when you get people in here because, you know, there's just, I'll tell you what.
Jeez.
I was standing here.
Okay.
Now, orient me, this doesn't look,
Here's the gas station right here.
so the old
Here's Main
buildings
Street.
that had the fire were right here.
Yeah, but they weren't
So
there
they were
in
not old-
1947.
They were not old buildings that one would assume.
They were
Get
moved,
it.
they were forestry buildings moved here in the 50s. And they're old forestry buildings, but they certainly weren't, you know,
Okay.
they weren't related to the gold rush.
Never would.
And so they had them sitting side by side, they put on a facade and a shared roof, no firewalls. And then, here's Highway 21, right? Calamity Jane's was right here. Calamity Jane's caught fire in the middle of the night, as do most fires that happen up here. And basically, well, he had fuels and stuff in his place too, and it shot up and then went right across the roof and burned down all of the businesses, and 3 of my friends had businesses there. They have,
Well,
because,
that's where a lot of the active
they have this,
touristy
oh
stuff
yeah, it was, they had shootouts there, because Donna's is right here, okay, and then they had that there in Calamity Jane's, so that was really the hub, and the visitor center is now here. So, none of that was there in the 1940s, but they want to rebuild it. They tried to have a Phoenix Day, and that day, there was a major accident on Highway 21, which I was stuck in. I never even made it up here. And so people couldn't even get up here, and I don't think the Phoenix Day really, pardon my pun, but panned out. So.
But, you know.
What is your last name? Okay. Did you know of anyone who worked for General Telephone at all?
I had neighbors that did, but.
And do you remember his name?
Brooks.
Jim Brooks.
Jimmy Brooks.
Oh my gosh! His daughter, his oldest daughter's babysat me, and Cindy's a year older than me. Cindy, Kathy, Carol, Bill,
Yeah.
and Kara Jean was the youngest, and you probably don't